Number 2 is the white belt mindset. So as I have been earning my seat at the table amongst all these great men and literally being able to surround myself with some of the best in the business, millionaires and billionaires and people that have scaled so many companies and have decades more than I have on the planet in leadership, management, execution, that have fought on actual battlefields and led so many men through successes and greatness. And as I have learned from these great men and modeled the masculinity around me, it all comes down to my ability to really receive the messages humbly. And that comes down to a white belt mindset. One of the greatest lessons I've ever had in life was a lesson I've learned on the mat of jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. You learn so much humility by beginning at the beginning. My mom put me in martial arts when I was 3 years old. And when you begin in martial arts, if you're unfamiliar with the martial arts metaphor, I'll break it down for you. You begin as a white belt. The white belt is the empty cup. The white belt knows nothing. The white belt is just absorbing the information. It is the sponge on the mat. It is the one that is literally on his knee, taking the lessons so that you can truly become, eventually over time, a master. But to ever become a master, you have to begin at the beginning, be humble and modest enough to receive the lessons. And there are no better lessons delivered than the lessons delivered on the battlefield, inside of fitness, inside of martial arts, inside of some level of combat where you're getting your fucking ass kicked by someone that is half your size, because you're learning very quickly that it is not the size that necessarily matters in a great battle, but it is the experience, it is the knowledge, and you get to learn from everybody all the time. The white belt mindset is the idea that you know very little. You know very little, and you have so much more to learn. And if you take that into all of your encounters with other men, especially great men, if you're sitting at the table, take the lowest seat at the table, and look for an opportunity to truly learn, listen, and add value where you believe that you can add value. And the way that you add value, if you truly take on this second piece of advice that you know very little, is to show up with energy and enthusiasm. So number 3 in the 3 skills you need to develop to earn your seat at the table amongst some of the greatest men in the world to continue to add value to the world of men is you need to show up with energy and enthusiasm. Nobody likes a dud. So if you want to get a promotion, you want to make more money, you want someone to invest in your business, you've sold yourself, you began at the beginning as a white belt, you're willing to learn and take the punches and the hits, and you're willing to take the lessons and the feedback, you got to show up with energy and enthusiasm, because nobody likes a fucking dud. So develop the communication, the ability to handle the questions, ability to spend time with other great men, but show up energetically, show up enthusiastically, show up with the ability to just really take on the lessons, and not as a know-it-all that pretends, but as someone that's truly excited, curious, and just enthusiastic for the opportunity. I can't stress this enough. If there's one thing that most men need to develop more of, and that is their ability to be energetic and enthusiastic at a new opportunity. Think about this. If you want to woo a woman, if you want to scale and work, if you want to build value amongst a world of men, you got to show up with something that they don't have.